Hello, everybody. My name is Toju Itsekiri, and welcome to episode 3 of Relax Podcast. Yay! So, as you can already see from the title, the topic we're going to be discussing today is dignity in labor. Yeah, seems like a very, odd topic. Like, what in the world am I going to talk about? Like, dignity in labor. What is dignity in labor? So, if you do not already know what dignity in labor is, I feel like most people don't know. Well, I'm sure going to say what dignity in labor is. Dignity in labor is a philosophy that every job is to be respected. So no job should be considered more superior than another or less than another. Do you get what I mean? That's what dignity in labor is. So the reason I feel like this topic is important is because in Nigeria, there really is no dignity in labor. Like, let's be honest, there really is no dignity in labor. Nobody respects anybody's job. The people that are working the job, they do not even respect themselves in the job. Like, really is no dignity in labor. Like, for example, like people that are working in, let's say, the lower part of the food chain, right? Like, let's say people that are working as cleaners, or people that are working as waiters and waitresses, people that are working as receptionists, those kind of jobs, we see those jobs as the lesser jobs. Those ones are jobs that for people who are either are uneducated or they are poor, or like, and we have this idea and this mentality that anybody that is working in such kind of job, there is something wrong with them and their family. And I used to think like that when I was younger. If I ever go to a restaurant, or if I see anybody like serving me, right, maybe like in a restaurant or something, somebody serving me food or somebody cleaning where I am, I always used to, like, I don't look down on them, but I always used to feel pity for them. I always used to feel bad, especially when they are my age, right? Like, when they are my age, maybe when I was 16 and I see another person that should be around 16 or 17 working as a waiter, I feel like, oh my god, there must be something wrong with that person, or there must be something wrong. Maybe their parents don't have enough money, or maybe they're trying to save enough money to go to university or something. And I'm like, why would somebody be wanting to save enough money by themselves? What happened to their parents? Like, I just feel so bad, and I feel like there's something wrong, and I feel like I wish I could do something to help this person, so this person does not have to work in this kind of job. So I always felt like anybody working in that position, even when they're not my age, even when they're older than me, when I see people that are older than me working, I'm like, why? What is this salary going to do for you? Because I feel like I see my parents, they're not doing that kind of job. So if they're not doing that kind of job, nobody else should do that kind of job. But the reality is that people have to work in restaurants, people have to work in the hotels, people have to do this kind of jobs. And even the important jobs, right? Let's say like a mechanic. People look down on mechanics in Nigeria, especially when you see them getting dirty, when they are in their work clothes, they are under the car and they are doing their work. People look down on them because they feel like you're on the floor, you are dirty, you're working with your hands. It doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look sophisticated, so they look down on them and they feel like, what are you doing? And that makes people not to even want to work in the first place, because when they know that this is the mentality of the environment that we are in, they feel ashamed. They don't want to work that kind of work. They want something that will give them the glamorous look, and they want something that will give them bigger, more money, that will make them earn money. Because the reality of it is that people that work that kind of work in Nigeria, they are not even earning up to minimum wage. And even when they are earning minimum wage, the minimum wage is still not enough to even take care of your basic needs. So I understand why people may look down on such jobs, and I understand why people would not want to work such jobs, especially when they've gone to school and they've gotten good education and they feel like, I shouldn't be in that position, which is justifiable. I mean, if you go to school to study accounting, you would want to work in a place that needs your skills. You would not want to work as a cleaner. But knowing the situation of the country, you just have to do what you do to earn something, and what you are earning might not even be enough for anything, right? So it's kind of frustrating. But what my aim is, or my goal is, for discussing this topic is for anybody who is in a, should I say, a better position, or who is on the other side of the table. Do not make those that are on the lesser side of the table feel ashamed of what they are doing. Don't make them feel bad for, don't make them feel worse than they already are for being in the position that they are in. Sure, don't make them feel worse than they already are for being in the position that they are in. And I'm talking about Nigeria right now. Most people that are working in such jobs, they are not working there because they want to. They are working there because of the situation of the country. Unlike abroad, outside Nigeria, people love their waitressing jobs because they make enough money to get by. Like, they are not as ambitious as we are. So for people that are in Nigeria, if you see someone serving you in a restaurant, if you see someone serving you in any capacity, don't be rude to them, don't be mean to them, don't automatically think that you are better than them. That is one big problem in Nigeria. So far someone is serving you, Nigerians are like this, so far someone is serving them, they automatically think they are better than that person. Why do you think so? Because you have small money to come and spend that day. Like, I really do hate it, and I have no tolerance or patience for people like that. I remember when the times when my mom would ask me to go work at a business place, like to buy, she has this buying and selling business computer accessories. So sometimes if there is no one there, she will ask one of us to go there and help her sell. There are times where I've refused to sell for customers. There are times where I've turned away customers because they are so rude. They just have the mentality that someone is on the other side and I'm giving them money. So if I'm giving them money, if I'm receiving their service, that means I can say whatever I want to say to them. I can do whatever I want to do to them because they are less than I am. Like, even when the person is coming from a very small place, so far the person is giving you something and you are serving the person, they automatically think they are better than you. What kind of mentality? I have literally sent away customers. I'm like, we don't want to sell to people like you. I have zero patience for those kind of things. And me, I did not have to be there. I was just there because I was helping my mom. So for people that do not even really want to be there, that's not where they see themselves. That's not the position. That's not the life that they plan for themselves. You are going to make them feel worse than they already are. Like, you hear people say, oh, it's because I'm here. I'm not supposed to be here. It's because I'm here doing this job. That's why you can't talk to me like that. That is, you hear a lot of people say that, right? And it's true. It's because you feel that they are useless. You talk to them anyhow, and it makes them become angry. It makes them feel worse than they already are. It makes them ashamed. And do you know what you are doing in the process? You are making it undesirable to work. You are actually making work seem like dirt for people, because nowadays the youths in our country, like, they don't want to work, right? Like, they will see this kind of jobs and they will reject it. They've not seen anything in life. They've not worked any kind of work. They've not gained experience to even work the big jobs that they want, or they feel like the money is too small when I can go and do something else that is probably illegal and get ×2 of that money that you want to pay me a month in a day. So why should I be doing that? Like, it's because there is no dignity in labor. Everybody sees those kind of jobs as dirty, as bad, as filthy. They don't want to be associated with people that are working in those jobs, and they don't want to work in those jobs. You see people who maybe do not have any other choice. I've had the opportunity to hire people in a restaurant and hotel, and I've had the opportunity to work with them, and I see people that maybe this is even their first job that they are doing. Maybe they don't have any other choice. They have to do something to get money to do whatever it is that they want to do. So they are coming to look for a job as a waiter or a waitress. Their first, like, the first thing they think about is that I'm not supposed to be here. You've not been anywhere. You've never worked a day in your life. You just graduated from high school, or maybe this is like a summer job for you and you are in the university. You've not been anywhere. You've really not been in the real world, and you just came here and you are like, this is not for me. I'm not supposed to be here. So you have this attitude and you are blocking yourself from learning the skills, that the soft skills that you learn from being in that environment. And I don't blame them. It's because that is what they grew up to meet. That is the ideology and the mentality that they grew up to meet. So they automatically think, I'm here working as a bartender. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. They don't take their work seriously. They don't respect their employers. You hear them talk to their supervisors and be like, is it because I'm here working as a cleaner, because you are there in the office receiving AC? Like, no respect, because they automatically think that the position that they are in is dirty. They are not even supposed to be there, so why even try, right? And you know what you are doing? If you are that kind of person that have that mentality, you are blocking yourself from learning. You are so blocking yourself from learning. The skills that you will learn from being in that kind of job, you are going to learn human interaction, you are going to learn customer service. And dude, you have the opportunity to be working closely with people that have the capacity to hire you. You have the opportunity to be working closely with people that have the money to make establishments and grow establishments and build a business. That is the position that you want, right? You want to be a supervisor of a company. You want to be the owner of a company. You want to work in such places. You want to be like these people. So you want to be on the other side of the table, and you have the opportunity to be working closely with people like that. My dear, put your head down and learn. Put your head down and learn. Like, I understand, I will continue to say, I understand the situation of the country, that even the money that you get from this job is not up to minimum wage, and the minimum wage in Nigeria is not enough to even pay your house rent. I know that, but dude, you are there. There's nothing you can do at this moment. We're all praying for a better government and a better land, right? But put yourself down. Like, you have no idea how putting yourself down, learning, can give you the opportunities that you so desire. I have literally seen people right in front of me miss their opportunity to get something better quickly because of their attitude towards work. And again, I say, I do not blame them. That's why I have this podcast, right? To set things right. I do not blame you if you have that mindset that why am I doing this? You are not interested in your work because that's not where you want to be, or because it's a dirty job, it's a small job, it's poor people that do this kind of job. I don't blame you for having that mindset. That's why I'm trying to correct the mindset. It's the mindset of most people in Nigeria in some environments, and it's only natural that you grow up to see that, so you're automatically going to be thinking like that. But stop thinking like that. You that is working as a customer service representative, you that is working as a receptionist in that hotel, do you know how you can package all your experience that you've gotten? How you can package your experience that you've gotten and write a very impressive resume to get you a job in a better place? Like, you will hear, like, when you work in these bigger companies and these bigger offices, you will think it's something special or something different that they are doing. No, my dear, your supervisor is not doing anything special or anything different. The owner of the company is not, yes, they have more knowledge and stuff like that, but it's really not that. It's not rocket science. What you are doing right now, if you sit down and say, what am I doing as a receptionist? And then you go online and look at these bigger jobs, you will see that you are doing the exact same thing that you are doing there. You see that you are doing the exact same thing. And by the time you write your resume, use ChatGPT to design a resume with the experience you have from working as a receptionist in that hotel, my dear, you'll be surprised that, oh, I can actually do this. Oh, I can actually do that. Oh, I can. But you would not know if you don't put yourself down and be proud of that position that you are in. Be proud of that stage you are in. Like, it's step by step. Like I said, like if you don't put yourself down, if you don't stop being rude to customers because you feel like I shouldn't even be here talking to you, it's not your fault, it's because skinny con. If you don't put yourself down, you will miss opportunities. People can see you and be like, oh my god, this person is intelligent, I like the way she speaks. Like in whatever thing you are doing, be proud, dress well to work, speak well. Like people will take notice, and my dear, you will leave that place faster than than you expect to, right? And even in developed countries, in bigger countries, you see that they love their job. Like they don't mind working as cleaners, they don't mind working as, these smaller jobs. They are not as ambitious as we are, as Nigerians are. It's Nigerians that are coming abroad that are doing the big jobs, working in the offices, because the people are laid back, they really don't care. Their minimum wage is enough for them to get by. And I'm sure that if it was the same in Nigeria, maybe the attitude towards work would be different, but it's not the same. But nevertheless, we should do better, right? And for those, like I already said, for those that are being served, that are on the other side of the table, make things easier for the people, right? Don't treat them like they are dogs. They are human beings. They have potential, they have brain, they are intelligent people. So treat them with respect so that they can serve you better. And I would also advise, like when I was a child, I did not work, right? I did not need to work. Like in Nigeria, if you see any child that is working, it's because they need to work. Like if you see anybody they are teenagers, or even they are in the university and they are working, it's because they need to. It's not because of any reason. It's because they need to work. You only find few that don't need to work but are working, right? So when I was growing up, I didn't need to work because everything was provided for me. Like I didn't need to do anything extra. But you see people, they were working because their parents don't have enough money, so their parents are also working while they themselves, they are working, right? So they need to work. But I also want to encourage people who have kids and their kids do not need to work, right? If you are well to do, you can take care of your kids and everything. Like I will encourage them, because that's what I'm going to do when I have kids and they're like maybe in their teenage years. I will ask them to go and work. Even when I have my own company and I am an employer of labor, I would not want them, like obviously I want my kids to be involved in business and learn and take over one day, but I would not want their first experience of work to be with me. So they will not be doing oga picking. So they will not be doing, my mother is the owner of the DC, my father is that. No, go and learn dignity in labor. Go and learn how to work. Go and learn work ethic outside. Go and work in KFC, work in McDonald's. If it's in Nigeria, go and work in, I don't know which popular place. I don't know. Go and work somewhere in your local restaurant. Go and work. Get that work ethic. Like a summer job or something. Let them have that experience and let them know that there is nothing wrong. So that when they grow up, they will not be like me when I was younger and be thinking that there's something wrong with this person that is working. How can somebody be working as a cleaner? There's something wrong. So they will not be thinking there is something wrong. So they will know that work is work. Work is work. So long the person is not stealing, the person is not killing, the person is not doing something illegal to get money, the person is working, the person has decided that no matter how little it is, I'm going to work and I'm going to do other jobs and I'm going to see how I can make a living for myself and my family. That person should be respected. That person should be honored. It is a thing to be proud of. It's a thing to be celebrated. It's a thing to be applauded. Whatever kind of what. If you're a teacher, so we need to correct this thing, and the only way we can correct this mindset is teaching our children and telling them go and work. So they will not think that there is something wrong. Go and work. And you know what you're doing? By the time you tell your kids go and work, it doesn't have to be like the whole day. It doesn't have to be 9 to 5 or whatever. It can be for a few months or whatever. But when they are also in the midst of those people who need to work, those people to themselves, they will be more confident. They will not be ashamed. Do you understand? Like, I had people in my school who I saw they were doing some kind of jobs, and I used to look at them like, why is this person doing this? Like, so that like the mindset of the kids will change and they will appreciate work, they will value work. Do you understand? It's when your kids do not value work and all those kind of things, when they graduate from the university and they are, God forbid, but they are struggling to find the kind of work that they want, they will come and sit down with you in their house because they're like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, because they feel like it's filthy, it's dirty, I'm better than that. You are not better than any job, my dear. You are just privileged, you are just opportuned to be in the position that you are in. So there is dignity in labor, no matter the kind of job. Do not laugh at anybody, even especially when people see a man doing something that is typical for a female to do, like a man being a male hairdresser. There are people that will mock that. There are people that will hide their skills for hair. Like, there are people who are talented hairstylists, they are male, but because of the ridicule, they will not be in the space that they've been called to. Or you see a man being a nurse, they will ridicule the person. Or you see a woman doing something that a man would. You see a woman in a male-dominated industry, she's not encouraged, she's laughed at, she's discouraged. Those kind of things, they need to stop. You're working, so long you're not doing anything illegal. No matter the grade of the job, no matter how small the job is, it should be celebrated, it should be respected. I know that Nigerians use the term always. They always say there's dignity in labor. It's something that everybody says. But really, look at it. Look at the way you treat the people who serve you, right? And look at yourself. Like, are you really respecting your own self in that position? Are you allowing yourself to learn the things that you should be learning in that position you are in? Do you understand? Like, so it goes both ways. Those that are servers and those who are being served. We need to do better. We need to actually dignify labor, no matter what it is. You're a plumber, you're a mechanic, you are a painter, whatever it is, you are valuable. I mean, who is going to fix our toilets? Respect yourself. There are plumbers who who will fix a lot of toilets and be building mansions. Just respect yourself and respect your plumbers, respect your painters, and respect your painters, and you a painter, respect yourself. There is dignity in labor. You are not stealing from anybody. You are working hard to make sure that you have food on your table and you are enjoying what you are doing. So my dear, carry on. There is dignity in labor. No matter what it is you are doing, it's important. Even if you feel like you should not be there because you want something more or you want something better for yourself, learn what you can at that position. That's the only way you can be humble enough. If you are not faithful in little, you cannot get more. Do you understand? And trust me, it will be beneficial to you when you climb up the ladder. You will see that you are doing things unconsciously. You know how to do things unconsciously, and it's because of the things you've learned unconsciously and consciously when you were down the bottom of the food chain. So yeah, that's all I have to say concerning the topic dignity in labor, and I hope that me saying these things can, change some mindsets and do some good in the society. So yeah, that's all I have for today. And in the next episode 4, we're going to be having our first guest. Yay! Our first guest. We're going to be having our first guest in our next episode, and we're going to be talking about something interesting. We're going to be talking about the fact that not everybody is an entrepreneur. Not everybody is meant to open business. I know that in Nigeria we are like, you need handwork. If you cannot do something, you cannot survive in this life. But my dear, there are people who have been learning handwork, learning. It's not working. That's not their calling. Not everybody is meant to be an entrepreneur. You that is an entrepreneur, employ people that are not meant to be entrepreneur. Just, I know everybody's meant to do that. Let's stop stressing people's life. You understand? So people are meant for the 9 to 5 life. You understand? We need people in those industries. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about in our next episode. So stay tuned. Please do not forget to, leave a comment and do the needful, follow us and subscribe and everything. Do what you need to do to support us, and so that other people can enjoy this information that you are getting. So until next time, stay relaxed. Bye.